Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It is Erica with Holy Rustic and Redheaded Princess Designs, and thought today we would paint one of our new designs from last month. It is a tea towel. So I was just thinking about this morning, and you know, I don't know if you're like me, you buy these cute little towels to hang around, and then your husband uses them to clean his shoes or something. And so this is a nice option because it looks like a tea towel, but it is not an actual towel that anyone, like husbands and children, can use to do things they shouldn't be doing with your fancy towels. And I say fancy in a very basic way because it's not that they're fancy, but you know what I mean. You've got those towels that you just hang around that are supposed to be decorative, and I don't know what it is, but most men just don't get that. At least the ones in my house don't. Small ones and big ones alike. I just think it's a towel. So anyways, happy Wednesday. I hope that you're having a great day. It is a little chilly here this morning. I have so many things to do and not enough time to do them all. Last night we painted at Shirelli's. We painted our little Valentine's Day gnomes. I cannot believe that it is almost Valentine's Day. It's crazy. I feel like time is just like flying by. I don't know why, but so we had fun. Tonight we are at Hunter Station for our kids class for February. And we are painting a cute little hedgehog in a teacup. And then Friday night we will be at Hope Coffee for our Valentine's date night, paint night. Painting the love bugs again. Only this time we're going to be splitting them in two. Good morning, Jeremy. All right, so I just gave this a base coat of white. This is our little stand that our tea towels sit on, our little ladder. So you can lean it up against your kitchen counter. It's super cute. I'm gonna give it a dry, and then I'm gonna dry brush just a little bit of black on here just to kind of make it look like wood. The BOGO voting for our BOGO for the month will close today, and we will be announcing this month's BOGO tomorrow. So check that out. And then yesterday, if you're on our email list and you are local, I sent out a special little gift for you. You can get $10 off class. All right, I'm just going to dry brush some black on here. And I'm going to be a little intentional about the direction. I got a lot of black up here at the top, but I'm not going to stress about that because that piece is actually going to be mostly covered. So this was a new design that we added to the website last month. And hint, hint, I have an Easter piece coming for this as well. There was a, there's a Valentine's Day one, there's a St. Patrick's Day one, and I feel like there was another one. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was just a basic everyday one. Super cute, fun little design for your kitchen counter. All right, I feel like I need Just a little more black here. All right, so that's pretty easy. This guy doesn't have any, like, it's just gonna lean kind of up against your counter. It doesn't have like a stand or anything that it's gonna set in. So it is a literal ladder that's gonna lean here. So that's the ladder for our towel. We'll shut that over there. And then here's our little tea towel. So this is the Valentine's Day one. It's got a cute little heart rainbow on it. And then we've got all these pieces that go on the back of the towel that make it to where it sits on the ladder. So we'll set those to the side. I think we'll paint the towel part, the background white to start. And then I grabbed all kinds of pinks and reds and stuff for the rainbowy part. I'll make it nice and Valentine's Day. Good morning, Emily. Good morning, Pauline. So our new designs will drop possibly today, maybe tomorrow. Those new designs will be on the website. We're getting them, the team is working on getting them in the system and getting them loaded. And then I just got to double check everything to make sure we're good. And we'll have those posted for you. There's some really cute ones. And then if you are in our craft kits group, which is our free group here on Holy Rustic, you can go vote for what you want the BOGO of the month to be. So we always do a BOGO. Hello, hello, Emily. And that just means you're gonna buy one kit, get one free. It's a great way to have a little fun paint night with a friend at your house, or a kiddo, or a date night in. But you're gonna buy one, get one free. So it's a great deal and a fun, inexpensive way to have a little paint night at home. I'm debating whether I should add like some texture to this to make it look like a towel. I might. We'll try it and see if we like it. So I just gave it a base coat of white. We're gonna dry it really well. So if you are local, make sure, and you're on our email list, make sure you go back and check for that email yesterday. I sent it out to both of our email groups from Red-Headed Princess and Holy Rustic. So you'll have that $10 off purchase of 2 or more tickets for any of our in-person events that are coming up. We've got some really fun ones. All right, I'm gonna take some of this vintage white and we're gonna do a little linen texture on here. We're gonna try it. Okay, so I'm gonna want a dry brush, little bits of paint, and I'm kind of wiping the majority of the paint off of my brush, and we're gonna go horizontal and then vertical, and we're just gonna drag our brush across. And it's probably not gonna show up much on the camera because I am using this linen color. It's the antique. Could use a little bit darker. I kind of want this to be nice and bright. Okay, so we're gonna go vertical or horizontal and then vertical. And the trick here is to try to keep your brush strokes as straight as possible. And then we'll go horizontal. And you just want a little bit of paint. We're not doing a full coverage here. And it's just kind of going to give us that like woven, fabric-y look, hopefully. It is amazing to me sometimes, like what you can do, how much like the direction of your paintbrush stroke really does make a difference. in how things look when you're done. Good morning, Lori. All right, I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera, but you can kind of see, especially where the paint's wet right now, kind of what we're getting. So I'm going to go back over it with some white. Maybe not in all the spots. And I probably should have dried this a little bit better because I'm getting some chunks in spots. But I'm not going to stress about that. For one, a lot of that is covered with the rainbow part that we're going to put on here in a second. And I think it just kind of looks like the fabric of the towel. Okay, so going back over with white was a good idea. This looks even better than it did a second ago. So just dry brushing left to right, up and down to get this nice little linen look to our towel. And I'm in the process making a giant mess of the edges, but that's okay, I'll go back around those. Okay, let's give it a dry and we'll see if it shows up on camera. I'm not sure that it's going to, but we'll see. So you're getting all kinds of tips and tricks today. One thing that I like to do, if you are a person who's going to stress about the edges, when you do that kind of dry brushing, it's almost impossible not to get it on the edges. What I like to do is take a paint marker and just go right around those edges. I do not have to worry then about that getting on the front as much as if I tried to do this with a paintbrush. And it just cleans everything back up. And by using black, which is the same color as that charred edge that's already on there, it just cleans everything up. So I think this one works really well because it's like the perfect width. This is a 7M from Posca. It's really warm. But it works really well to clean up those edges, and I don't have to worry about getting the black paint on the front, because if I took my paintbrush and did that, I would definitely end up with black paint on the front here. All right, we're just gonna dry everything one more time, and we'll see what we're thinking. So it definitely has some texture. I think you can see a little bit of that on the camera. But in person, you can definitely see it looks more like a towel. So I went left to right, up and down. We used white and this vintage white. And I'm really liking the way that looks. It looks like a towel. All right, so we have our little rainbow pieces here. I'm gonna go on our towel like this, and then we've got our words that say "Be Mine." So let's grab a sponge and a pair of scissors. And we'll just clip our sponge. I don't know what color I want the words to be. I grabbed some pinks and teals here because we know that I can't do a Valentine's Day piece without a little teal. Kind of wondering if I should make the words teal. So since these are all smaller pieces and they're not super thick and I don't want to worry about the edges, I'm going to use my sponge to paint these. So I'm going to paint the outside part of the rainbow with this berry color. Need more space on the table here. All right, so there is that one. Okay, it's gonna go right there on our little towel. Okay, let's see. Thinking if I do the words in teal, I'm going to want, I don't know if I should do the words in teal. Maybe, let's do a lighter pink. Do this baby pink next. So when you use your sponge to paint, there are two options here. You can dab, which works really well. Like this has all these little holes in it, so that works well. Or you can, you know, kind of pull and push the paint a little bit. I just recommend don't have very much paint on your sponge. You're gonna have a better time with that. A little bit at a time will be better than trying to put a big thick coat on all at once. Okay, it's just like using your paintbrush. We're not buttering bread, so we don't have to put it on super thick. Oh, pieces of paper here. We're not buttering toasts, so it doesn't have to be very, very thick. A light, 1 or 2 light coats at a time is going to be better than trying to put it all on at once. And I'm picking up glitter from the other day when we did our St. Patrick's Day door hanger. And there's still glitter everywhere. All right, so there is our next piece of our rainbow, which is going to go right there. We have, I think I'll do this one in teal and maybe a coral. So let's do the coral one. I don't want to do the teal until last. These colors all go together, so you'll notice I have not switched out my sponge. If you are using a sponge, as long as you're using like colors that are in the same family or same tones, you're gonna be okay just kind of switching back and forth between those colors without really clipping your sponge in between. So there is that piece. And we just do a light coat and then we dry it and we do another light coat. Okay, there is that. Okay, so if we do, I'm debating if I should make this pink and then maybe the little heart teal. Let's go for it. Don't like it, you can always paint over it, right? Good morning, Leanne. Alright, so we'll try that one. And give it another coat. So what do you think? Should we do the words in teal? Or should I do the words in one of the reds or pinks? What are your thoughts? Alright, I'm going to put that piece there. Look how cute it's looking. Okay, I think I'm going to do the little heart in teal. I think I'm going to do the words in teal. Why not? I'm going to add, before I do that, I'm going to put a little bit of red down here on the bottom of our towel. Kind of make a little fringe border here. Now we'll grab the teal. So I'm going to clip my sponge. And we're going to do a teal heart. So this kit is available on the website. You've got a couple options for your towels. And then we will be adding an Easter towel with this month's kit's release, which hopefully will be sometime this week. We'll be getting those on the website. Probably tomorrow, today or tomorrow. And then if you are a member of the Craft Kits group, you should pop over there and go vote for your favorite design for this month's BOGO. That voting closes today, and then we'll be announcing the winner of the BOGO and have that ready for you to place your orders tomorrow. If you're not a member of the Craft Kits group, it is a free group. It's just a place for us to kind of show off, you can show off your projects. We do the fun things like the BOGO voting and stuff in there. And we've got a little contest going on over there right now as well. So you can pop over there. It's a free group. You just have to request to join. It's Holy Rustic Craft Kits. And it is a group, not a page. So go check that out and join that group. And you will be able to vote on the BOGO and see the upcoming designs. So in the BOGO voting, those are always some of our upcoming designs. So you get kind of a sneak peek of what the new designs will be. All right, so these say "Be Mine." And then here's our little heart. Now, there is not much on here. Oh, that's cute. There's not much on here to do like some little details and stuff with, but I feel like these words need a little something. So I'm gonna find a baby brush. Maybe we'll try this guy. That should work. All right. I don't know that the rainbows need anything, but I feel bad not doing anything to them. Is that crazy? It is a little crazy. I'm going to put in some little stitches down here at the bottom. They're not very straight, but that's okay. You could do this with a Posca pen too, if you wanted. All right, so there's that. The words definitely need some pizzazz. So we do have several classes. I don't know that we have very many next week because it's Valentine's Day week. But then the week after, we've got all of our fun Easter classes coming up. So go and grab your seats for those. They are filling up fast. We have, if you are a fan of cows, our cow classes at Forest Edge Winery and Tucker's for next month. No, yeah, next month, are filling quickly. I think both of them are already over half full, so if you want to come to those, be sure you grab your seats for those because they are filling up fast. Okay, I'm not loving what I did here on the heart. We need to touch that up with a little bit of the teal. I'm gonna dry it and then touch it up. I don't like the way it turned out. It looks kind of weird. Okay, let's try that again. All right, there we go. That's better. So there's our little mine. I guess we should just do a few touches on the rainbow parts. I do usually glue these down before I do stuff like this, but I don't know. This is what we're doing today, so I'm just gonna go with it. Okay. There we go. All right, let's dry everything and then we will assemble. So I didn't paint the pieces that go on the back because they're going to be on the back and no one's going to see them, so it will be fine. I feel like the towel, I don't know, I feel like it needs something. I like it, but I just feel like it needs something. Maybe it doesn't. It's probably just my imagination. I wonder what a little... Oh, I'm going to mess it up. That's what I'm going to do, but we're going to try it. I'm wondering what a little bit of brown around the edges will look like. Should I do it with a sponge or a brush? Let's try it with a paintbrush. Alright, I just want kind of a watery shadow, a soft shadow around the edges. So I'm going to get my brush wet and I take a little bit of paint. This may be a mistake, but we're going to try it. I'm going to go right around the edge. Just I feel like it needs a little something here. Alright, so I watered my paint down a lot. I went around the edge, and now I'm going to come back with some white. And just kind of blend that a little bit. I don't want to paint over all the brown, but I just don't want the brown like sneaking into the middle too much. I don't know if this is making that much of a see. Maybe I should have feathered it on. Better. So I'm really watering that brown paint down. I don't want it to be very harsh at all. Just want kind of a light glow around the edges. All right, what do we think? Do we like that? I think it gives it some dimension. I'm going to soften up these lines just a little bit. It's basically just water. Just so we don't lose all that vertical, horizontal strokes that we did in the beginning. All right, that's good enough. I could sit here and mess with it all day. All right, I think we are ready to glue. Just get everything dried really well. Just a fresh glue today. So remember, you just need a little bit, not very much. You don't want the glue seeping out. And then these lines are all etched in here, so you're just going to line it up and stick it down. And then you've got some wiggle time with your glue, so don't stand it up until after you're certain everything has dried, which takes a few hours. Is all of that. I'm just going to give it a quick dry, and then we're going to put the back pieces on, and I'll show you how you assemble it. I have blue paint all over my hand. I don't even know how that happened. So these back pieces are labeled A, and B. So we're going to put the A's on first. And they're just gonna go up here at the top. Oh, and we're gonna knock everything on the floor. Put that there. Okay, so A at the top, and there are two A's, so we're gonna stick those together. Okay, and they are the same size. And then the B goes next, and it is a little bit bigger. That's what's gonna create that lip, that little edge for our tea towel to go on our ladder. Now, ideally, you would line everything up really well, and you would let this dry before you hang it up, but I just want to show you what it's going to look like. I'm going to give it a quick dry with the hair dryer, just to try to get that glue to hold a little bit better. Here's your ladder. It's gonna lean up against your counter, and then this guy just, oh, he's not gonna hold it. He's just gonna slide right on there. This glue is gonna have to set. I don't think I have. I'm looking to see if I have some super glue setting here. Well, I can show you what it's going to look like. I don't think I do. I think I used it all the other day. Okay. Well, you get the idea. All you're creating is like a little shelf back here. I'll show you. It's this little shelf. You can see it that way. And this just slides right on that ladder to hang your towel. It's not going to work right now because the glue is still very wet. It's going to need some time to dry. But once it's dry, it'll just hang on there, and you'll just lean your ladder up against your counter, your backsplash, and then that towel will just clip right here on top. So super, super cute. It's just going to go just like that. How cute is that? I love it. It's a perfect way to have cute little seasonal towels that no one in your house can use to clean their shoes. Ask me if that happens at my house, because it does. I don't know why my husband thinks that the kitchen towels are fair game for whatever he wants to use them for, but he does. Drives me crazy. Anyways. I hope that you are having an amazing Wednesday. Grab your kit on our website. We have lots of different towels to go with it. And then we'll be dropping an Easter towel later this week to match. Go over to Holy Rustic Craft Kits group and vote on this month's BOGO. And then go check your email if you're local and grab your spots for one of our classes with that $10 off coupon. You can bring a friend and have just a fun little paint night with a friend. So I hope you're having a great day. I will see you guys on Friday, and go enjoy your Wednesday. Bye, y'all.